Welcome to today's video. Today's question is from Susie. Susie said, "Hello, Sunny. I'm very happy to be being a member of this group. I've been following your teachings for a couple of months now, and they are very, very helpful. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing and your guidance on this. I'm very happy that the videos are helping you, Susie. Just so you know, everybody, the group that Susie is talking about is my completely free community. I'll link it down below. You can join over there. It's a lovely community of people practicing these teachings. So you said, I had some samadhis or awakening experiences over the past few years, but unfortunately, mind always comes back and reinforced the belief to be a person. My question now is about self-inquiry and the thoughts about person. When just watching thoughts, there is often some thought saying, you are not that, it's just a thought. You are not a person, you are the one seeing the person. I also recognize the deeper place from where all this chatter is seen. Wonderful. However, I feel that by doing this, I am neglecting or dismissing the person, which really causes problems for my human psyche. Feeling that the thing that I used to believe myself to be is being dismissed and claimed to be not real. Is this just another trick of the ego, and shall I just ignore these thoughts as well? Because on the other hand, I think everything is God's creation, also the person, the human being, the ego. And by dismissing them, that I am looking correctly from the real self, which is the pure love of everything. Thank you so much for clarifying. And this is what's keeping me stuck the most at present. Wonderful. Good question. And I'm happy that you say that in practice, when these thoughts are arising, saying, you are not this, you are not that this is just also a thought, this is just also a thought. Even those are thoughts of which there is a seeing. You see, because this is very important. If you get trapped in the thoughts, in just talking to yourself, hey, this is a thought, this is a thought, then you're still at the mental level seeing from thoughts. Then it's still entirely conceptual. Whereas even the thought that says, this is not who I am, or this is just a thought, even that thought is seen. Even that thought arises in your seeing, which itself is not saying anything. You are the witness of even the arising of this thought. So I'm very, very glad that you say that. It's a good seeing. Now, you say, however, I felt that by doing this, I am neglecting or dismissing the person, which really causes problems for my human psyche. Now, I ask you to contemplate, what is it that feels concerned? What is it that feels like I am dismissing? Is that not just another mental notion, of which there is also awareness? We'll get to the concern in just a moment, but the first thing is I want you to acknowledge this again. Just like that thought that says, I am not this, or this is just a thought. Now this thought has arisen. A feeling, maybe this is a subtler thought, which is like almost like a feeling of, oh, I'm dismissing everything that I used to take to be real. Or it's like a feeling of feeling like you're suppressing the personal self or neglecting the personal self. Just as you said, Susie, is this the mind tricking me once again? And you have to see that, yes, even this is a conceptual notion arising on behalf of the person, right? Notice that at the heart, at the root of this concern is the person that I take myself to be, being sad that, oh, the person is not real. This concern is not you or yours. You are the awareness in which even this concern arises. Now, with that said, once you start to become comfortable with being an absolute nobody, meaning every time that you realize that these concerns are arising in your seeing, you're not seeing them as a person. All these concerns are personal, of which there is an impersonal seeing. I am aware as that which is not a person. The person I am aware of. So once you start to get to know that which I am aware as is not personal, and you're getting comfortable being a nobody in a sense, in comparison to the thoughts, which are always arising as a somebody. Even this concern about like, oh, you're dismissing the person, is arising as a somebody trying to protect its somebodiness. There's a beautiful quote by Nisargadatta Maharaj. It goes along the lines of, all the arguments that arise are made by the mind in order to perpetuate the mind, of which you are only the witness. And we really have to start to notice this. Otherwise, we just stay entangled in these concerns. So, my previous point, once you really start to get comfortable with being a nobody, you're starting to get to know your true identity, which is not rooted in any concern, in any thought, in any sensation. Then comes also a beautiful freedom of expression in your somebodiness. So it's not really just like, this teaching is not saying, it's not denying your personal experience. It's not saying that that is a bad thing, that, as you said, the ego and the person and the human being, it's all God's creation. Absolutely. You are the person in appearance. But to take that to be what you are in essence is the mistake and the cause of all suffering. So this practice is not denying or suppressing the person. It is simply learning to see the person objectively rather than as myself. And what this does is that it actually brings a freedom of expression, of authenticity in the person. Because previously, the personal expression, due to identification, is polluted by fear, selfishness, hatred, jealousy, future, past. Whereas the more you get to know your true identity, which is impersonal, the personal expression will be cleansed of all of these impurities, which only arise due to identification with the person. So you're not dismissing or rejecting anything. It's funny that the best thing for the person is also learning to become, or learning to acknowledge your impersonal nature. We have this idea of spirituality that, oh, the more I go deeper down this path, I'm going to lose everything personal. But everything the person even hopes to gain comes naturally, much more effortlessly, the less personal you are, the more you realize your impersonal being. So forget all these concerns. Don't dwell in these concerns. Let these moods and feelings and thoughts just pass by. You'll be much better off for it. Instead, keep returning to the awareness that you are, The person you take yourself to be changes like the seasons, every month, every day, every moment. But the awareness that you are is always at the heart of every experience, no matter how much the person is changing. Stick to that. Stay with that conviction. I am. I know. And all this will be very, very simple for you. Now, self-inquiry meditation is a very crucial component of the work that we do here. So if you want to go deeper into this practice, I'm offering a few resources right now. Number one is my self-inquiry guide. It's a free PDF document that will teach you how to practice and bring depth to your practice. I also have a free self-inquiry mini course, which is in my support group where this question is from. Join the support group and you'll get access to that free self-inquiry course that will take you a little deeper than the self-inquiry guide. However, if this is something that you want more help on and you want to do it with a community, I have my School of Awakening program where we do weekly meetings and Q&As and discussions and meditations. And we have a lovely community. We're doing this work together, learning from each other, growing in our understanding. If that's interesting to you, I'll also link that down below. I want to thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.